Hey guys, welcome back. I'm sitting here with my most hated speaker out of my complete group of speakers, and if you watch my videos, you know I have a couple of good brand speakers. I gotta tell you, I really had high hopes and expectations for this. It wasn't that much money. I only paid $200 for this on Amazon and tax, free shipping. But I gotta tell you, it is a complete disappointment. I actually enjoy listening to my, 8-year-old Harman Kardon Aura Studio speaker more than this, even though that is tiny, puny, and weak compared to this. Just in terms of spec, this thing looks like it should blow away almost all of the Harman Kardon speakers I have, but I'll tell you this, it doesn't, and later on in the sound test, you'll see the main problems that it has. Mainly, I'll just give you a little bit of a synopsis here. It's the Bluetooth. The Bluetooth is horrible. There's a lot of hissing pretty much when you connect, and then even when you're playing the music, you could still hear it. Now, these systems are, portable PA systems, so they're meant to be played at a live concert with an audience. But I mean, if I can hear the hiss here, maybe it'll be drowned out at higher volume levels, but I really don't even enjoy it at anything higher than 50% volume. I will say that it is fairly loud. But of course, the hissing is kind of always pretty much annoying me whenever you're in between songs or you're just connecting to Bluetooth. Really irritates me. The other issue I had is my output to the subwoofer. I really wanted to use a subwoofer with this, an external powered sub, and no matter which cable I bought, I already tried 2 different connections to the subwoofer. I tried the XLR, which this thing has, and it says it has a subwoofer output support through the XLR connection, but the sub doesn't get any signal. The sub does work. I just recently purchased it. It was the JBL Arena 100p sub, normally about $300. I paid $100 for it. So you know what? I really wanted to use this to run that, but there's just a situation going on. I'm more than likely going to be returning this to Amazon. I'll probably have to pay a small restocking fee. So if anybody wants to make me a good offer on this, you know what? I might just take it, but I really doubt anybody will after the review of this speaker. In terms of the specs, this thing really has a lot to offer. So the front has 3 large 6.5 mid to low range drivers, and on top you have a 1-inch compression tweeter, right? On the back you have a good amount of functionality and connectivity. So you have 3 channels. Each channel has its own individual bass and treble and volume EQ settings, which is really nice in case you have a couple inputs through, let's say, a mic or a line input. If you have several instruments connected to this during a live event that you're playing at. You also have an output link, which is an XLR connection, so you can actually link 2 of these together for stereo left and right sound, which is generally how these are meant to be used. I only have 1 of these speakers, but that's all I need to really pretty much know that I hate it. You also have a couple interesting inputs which are really needed in something like this. You have a regular composite input, and you also have a 3.5mm auxiliary input. This thing weighs 23 pounds, so it's actually fairly portable for a PA system. A lot of these actual performing systems for events are, over 30 to 40 pounds. This is 23 pounds, nice. It has a cool handle here in the back. It has a standard mount for a tripod. So let me connect this to some Bluetooth. We're going to listen to the audio. I may compare it to my Harman Kardon Aura Studio so you guys could actually hear the sound difference. I'll try to match the volume levels, but I'm going to try to accentuate the amount of Bluetooth hiss, noise, or static, however you want to call it, that this thing produces. It's just insane. I never would have thought that this kind of a speaker would have that much. And the front, looks really nice. I gotta say, the components, the construction, the quality is there, other than the Bluetooth. I wasn't able to find which version of Bluetooth it uses, so this might be an older, outdated version, which honestly, I'm very surprised at, because this is not an old speaker on the market, and some of these older JBL speakers, the Bluetooth produces absolutely no noise, no hiss, nothing. I've only heard it in probably the lowest of the lowest end speakers on the market. Right now I've placed my microphone literally on the grill of the speaker. You hear that hiss? Let me be quiet here for a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot of static, hiss, noise coming out of this, and the Bluetooth is not even connected right now on my device. So let me connect it right now and we'll see how it sounds. You heard the change in that? The frequency is completely different. This is basically the background noise that this speaker always produces. Yep, it's even worse now, I know. I haven't even ever heard an actual Bluetooth speaker produce this kind of hiss, especially not one of this quality. I'm surprised. Okay guys, I have both of these connected right here. You could look at what the volume is right here on my iPad and also which speaker is playing. I'm going to alternate between the two. Let's hear what they sound like. We're going to start off with the alto on the left at 50% volume. Then we're going to switch to the Harman. You heard that at 50% volume, the Harman just killed this alto. I mean, the sound is clear, it's deep, the bass is pronounced. Okay, we're at about 75% volume. Let's start out with the alto on the left. Even at this higher volume level, this lower powered Harman on the right just really kills the alto. I'm really surprised. Maybe when this thing is really loud and in a room full of people, I mean, maybe it's okay, obviously, because, you know, it has more watts. But during this exact test at matched volume, I mean, you could tell that the Harman is way better than this alto on the left. We got another song here. I've raised it up a little bit more volume. We're about 75 to 80% now. Let's start out with the alto.
Day and night, I toss and turn, it's stress in my mind. I look for peace, but see I don't attain what I need for keeps this silly play game we play. Now look at this madness, magnet keeps attracting me. Turn down for what?
So you guys heard that? I mean, this thing is really loud. At the higher sound levels, above 75% volume, yes, this thing actually blows away the Harman. But at lower sound volumes, I mean, the Harman is phenomenal for the way that it's balanced, the sound dissipation, the way the subwoofer really puts the bass down. It's really good. This thing has good bass, yeah, but really only at high sound volumes. That's probably why one of my good friends told me that when he uses two of these during his live performances, the crowd really loves it. He even loves it. But for me, the Bluetooth static doesn't compensate for the volume, for the power, and for actually the cool factor of this speaker. I gotta say, this thing is pretty cool. It looks pretty serious, hardcore, you know. This is not like any other Bluetooth speaker that I've had. This is enormous, and it's pretty high powered, I gotta say. If only it was battery powered, that would be another benefit, but it isn't. But there it is, guys. You know, put down in the comments below if you've ever heard one of these, if you have one of these, and what you probably think I should do with this. I'm probably going to be returning this. Yeah, I'm going to have to eat the restocking fee, but you know what? I waited a long time to make this video. I thought the speaker would grow on me. It hasn't. The Bluetooth static hiss noise and the functionality with the subwoofer is really irritating me. There it is, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time.